Menu narration option is set to off.
Welcome to Gainesville, Florida, and the swamp, where, as they like to say here, only the Gators come out alive. This place is cranked up and ready for a big game today. And a game like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, there's history and tradition, but right here, right now, there is tremendous intensity and bitterness on this field. You can feel it. As we'll see a team that made use of a bye week, LSU Tigers, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Florida Gators. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Gators will kick this deep to start us off. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Single back takes the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills in summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Chris, they don't hit this pass, but I love the approach here as a play caller. Taking a shot and being aggressive, getting that ball downfield, stretching that defense. Try to keep those safeties back. You can open up other aspects of your offense.
And here comes the punter onto the field. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And here's the return. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And he'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the handoff. Tackle made after just a short gain. Are we going to see a repeat? Remember last time these teams played, it got ugly.
Chris, that's one of those games you just hate to see in a rivalry game when it gets so one-sided. Hoping today to see this defense play much better.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44?
29 Philly. 2-9.
Dropping back. It's Sims. Throws it to the right. It's caught downfield. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
The Gators will have 1st and 10 here. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Gives it to the back. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And the Gators hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Black 24. Black 24.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Hit just as he throws the ball. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Boy, the defense does a really nice job here of not only pressuring the quarterback, but not tipping their hand with coverage. They went to double coverage, but didn't show it till late. They confused the quarterback, and they almost came up with an interception.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking for the wide out. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
And I think the quarterback here forces the ball because it's 3rd down. He's got to be careful having the ball on his own side of the field. That ball was almost picked off.
The punt team making their way on the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. When he's got some space here. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Gators offense retakes the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from a running game.
Gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Give it to the back again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now.
42 Spiders. 4-2
Try and muscle for the 1st down. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your 1st-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
The Gators will look to convert here on 4th down. A running play called on 4th down. They get him at the 42, good enough for a 1st down. Ball handed off. Finds room at the 30. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down.
Get set, get set.
He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Here comes a handoff. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
The Gators starting a new series here on 1st and 10. They'll run it here. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. It's a run to the left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? They're going to run it. It's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now.
Offense facing 4th down.
And the Gators will come to the line on 4th down, hoping to keep this drive going. Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. This one will be fair caught. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Again, makes it second and medium. Tailback takes the handoff again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Pressure is coming. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. So we reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. And the punt team now on to kick it away. See if he can make a play on this return. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they leap backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the single back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. The Gators bring their punt team onto the field. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Backed up this close to their end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have the ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
He dumps it off to the tight end. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down after that previous play. And somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. That's caught. It's Turner. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. The DB's backing off from the line now. Has the first, still on the move. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. And they're finally able to stop him. A huge gain and a touchdown-saving tackle as time runs out in the first half. And then it's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. First play of the second half is a handoff. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already had the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On first down, they'll keep the running game churning.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Gain makes it second and medium.
42, Spider. Alert, alert.
Takes the handoff and tests the left side. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
On the
The Gators begin a new series here, 1st and 10.
In blue. In blue.
The back's got it. He's brought down out at the 46.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
On the set.
2nd down after that run on the previous play.
Slant.
They'll test the right side here. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They continue to pound away on the ground. Brings up a 1st and 10.
Flip it. Flip it.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Okay, ready?
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down.
Ready. Hey, hey.
And now the handoff. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Got it.
Important 3rd down play coming up.
Jackrabbit.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a 1st down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the 1st down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Ready.
1st down and 10. Quarterback appears to be changing the play.
Spider. Ready, go.
Now here's the toss play. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Ready.
Important 2nd down play coming up.
Come on, set. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The Gators hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Ringo. Ringo.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. For the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And now here comes the point after attempt.
Here is on for the extra point.
PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer.
That makes the score Florida.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team.
Florida Gators will take over. First and 10.
And the Gators offense retakes the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And now the running back's got it again. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
Well, you can just feel the home crowd standing on their feet when this running back had a chance to start to accelerate downfield. They know exactly what this guy is capable of doing and that he can flat out go. He took off on that one.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Ball handed off. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground here. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Florida 14, LSU 7.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Can he get there on the ground? Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
The Gators are looking to keep this drive going. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
The Gators have first and 10 here.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Great job by the running back of staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Boy, as a head coach, you preach fourth quarter offense all year long. The importance of being able to finish out a game. This is a great example. They have secured this football, this drive. They've been able to convert on third downs, and they keep moving this clock. This is a clinic on how to run a 4-minute offense.
So it's 1st and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can.
55 weak.
They'll try and run it with the fullback. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Total control right now, Chris. You just got to assume, just keep running the football. You look at the clock, in their favor. You look at the field position where they are, obviously in their favor. So it just makes sense. Keep it on the ground, keep pounding, run that clock, because you got everything working in your direction.
Got it.
2nd down and goal.
Clear. Clear. Go.
And they're trying to punch it in here. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the 2nd half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead, so you go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Here's the 2nd down play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket now. Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
But these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. tackle made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 33-yard line. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. The freshman's able to get home with a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
With a sack on first down, it's second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. And the quarterback dropping back. He's going to take another shot right here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Chris, they did what they had to do with his touchdown here. Now with under a minute to go, you got to get that onside kick to give yourself a real shot.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT is good. They still trail, though.
That makes the score Florida 21, LSU 14.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick.
Set to kick it away.
And the hands team able to recover the football. And the Florida offense retakes the field. Under a minute to play here, the obvious tactic, just take a knee and see this game out. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the Gators will look to bleed this clock out now in the final minute. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Gators. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. So here comes the LSU offense back on the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And the downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
But Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Tough situation for the offense. Third and long from the 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Trying for a fourth down completion. Looking to scramble. And it's incomplete, and the drive will fizzle out here in the final minutes.
Chris, I understand being down a couple scores, it's fourth down, you've got a good field position. Hey, let's keep this drive alive. I understand why you go for it. Unfortunately, not able to execute it. This could cost him the ball game.
And the quarterback just takes a knee. There might not be a sweeter feeling in college football, Kirk. You walk off the field knowing that you have taken care of business and beaten a rival.
Nothing better than that. That's one of the feelings that you'll never forget. For everyone in this program who supports this team and played on that football field, they'll never forget this win. A well-earned victory and bragging rights until they play again.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.